हाय, माय नेम इज़ योग एंड आई एम द फाउंडर ऑफ इकोनॉमस। इंडिया में हर घर में, हर गली में आपको तीन चीज़ के एक्सपर्ट मिलेंगे। एक होता है क्रिकेट, दूसरा होता है पॉलिटिक्स, तीसरा होता है फाइनेंस। सो व्हाई फाइनेंशियल कंसल्टेंट?
Thank you so much for that wonderful insight. Actually, एक चौथा भी होते हैं. They are like हर family में there is somebody who is a doctor also. You know, मैंने ये medicine खा लिया है, डॉलर आप भी ये खा लीजिए. And that's the reason why I said कि उसका body will be different, my body will be different. So why a financial consultant is required is because everybody finances is unique. Even एक ही घर में लोगों के different financial issues होते हैं, financial constraints होते हैं. You could join the same company at the same designation with somebody else, but that somebody else and you may be getting the same income, but other constraints will be very different. And that's why financial planning and financial consultant is required, so that a unique financial plan can be created based on your requirements. ऐसे नहीं कि इंटरनेट में आप पूछोगे कि everybody will have their opinions. You can cluster all their opinions and do something and come up with nothing, or ask somebody who can say that this is what you require because this is what you require. That's why financial consultants are required.
राइट। तो ये जिन्होंने कहा, मतलब आप सोच रहे होंगे कि कौन है जो हमें फाइनेंशियल कंसल्टेंट और फाइनेंस के बारे में ज्ञान दे रहा है, बट whom you just heard is Odisha's first SEBI registered investment advisor, Mr. Krishna Rath. Sir, welcome to.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to Economos. We basically talk about फिनेंशियल कॉन्सेप्ट्स और उनको कितना सिंप्लीफाई कर सके ताकि अगर कोई लेमैन को भी समझना हो एंड तो दे कैन ऑल्सो फिगर आउट कि अच्छा एक्चुअली में हाउ फिनेंस एंड फिनेंशियल प्लानिंग कैन बी डन.
Excellent podcast. I think you are going to get a lot of information and we'll try to simplify things to the degree where it can be explained. There are certain things which, if oversimplified, will become not useful. Okay, so we'll try to simplify.
So, very interesting thing you said कि आपके पापा ने आपको PPF अकाउंट ओपन करवाने के लिए बहुत यंग एज पे he told you to do that. तो from that we also coming to कि retirement planning why it is important. And जब हम 2024 में हैं and as a social security we don't have anything in India. हमको जो मिलता है तो बोलने लायक तो है ही नहीं. तो हाउ शुड आई डू अ प्रॉपर इफेक्टिव रिटायरमेंट प्लान?
Okay, good. I think retirement planning, there are, I just go back to that point, that PPF बनाया गया था उस टाइम पे, like, you know, there was recession, there was very few jobs, you graduate, there are no jobs, so we all become very defensive because of the economic conditions. And like I said, human beings are, you know, adapt to the situations, external things that happen. And again, back in early 2000, we were just recovered from all the stock market scams that we have seen in the last 15 years. Ketan Mehta, Ketan Parekh, Harshad Mehta, a lot of other scams. Right? So when a father suggests a son for investment, he would always think of protection, right? As if, you know, it has to be secure. Right? So hence at that time PPF made sense. Today also PPF makes sense. Today EPF makes sense. Today FDs also make sense. It all is very, very contextual. It's all dependent on the situation of the family. But yes, one thing is that in today's world, we cannot say no to equity markets, we cannot say no to international markets, we cannot say no to certain newer products, but under the regulations. Right? So there are many unregulated products. I would suggest planning those for retirement. Those have to be, you know, made money, come out of it. Now, retirement is a financial goal. When we do financial planning, there are financial goals. Retirement is one of them. And with every financial goal, I always tag my liners, right? Asset creation, that is, you create assets or you create your financial money out there. It could be financial. Okay, please understand that asset can be financial, non-financial. So my retirement could be that I may be also buying land, or I might buy companies, which is buy companies, direct companies. That is, I being direct shareholder, like, you know, startups, investment and all that. Very, very risky. Just while watching this video, don't go and invest in startups. But asset creations, okay? Asset creation, asset protection. So retirement, financial planning, goal, asset creation. I want to create assets so that when I retire after 30 years, I will have enough money, inflation adjusted money, so that I can survive in India. None of the government options will help you survive. I think आपने तो सही बोला कि हमारे सोशल सिक्योरिटी नहीं है, हम लोग टैक्स पे करते हैं ताकि हम कुछ ना पाए. Okay, that's how we pay taxes. And then the other thing is, so hence asset creation. Right? You can put in land, EPF, PPF, EPF, equities, international market, international equity, domestic equity, whatever. Then asset protection. In life, there's nothing that is certain. We have seen on social media, bikes falling down, people dying, or people standing on the road to cross. There's a truck that hits them. Bank managers updating their client's status and suddenly passes away due to a cardiac arrest. Life is very uncertain. It was always uncertain. Let me also tell you. Now we are seeing it on social media. It is not that it is happening now. Yeah. It was always uncertain. So, to combat uncertainty, there are certain things which have always been there but never used. But today, because of social media, we are getting aware of these things. Asset protection, get your term insurance as early as possible. Get your health insurance. Even if you have a corporate insurance, get your health insurance. You never know, you might be impacted because of a job loss. The other thing is, when you are not around, when you are not in this world, you have passed away, midway, then your assets should be distributed to the intended recipients. So, you want to give X to your parents, X to children, Y to wife. Right? It should be very, very clear whom you want to give, and there is always a justification and a reason for that. So sometimes what happens is, if the earning member passes away, if the parents don't get anything, see, legal error and all those things are there, but the money, even if the nominee is not updated, right, that becomes a challenge. Again, let's not get into the thing that nominee is a holder of the money, it has to go to the legal succession and all that. That's all nice when you read it on YouTube or you read it as a one-liner. Moment the nominee is there, the bank or the financial institution will give it to the nominee. Okay. And they'll say, sir, we are out of our responsibility. Okay, we are not law people or something to take care who is a successor or something like that. So they give it to the nominee. Do you think the nominee will read the law and then come to you and give the money? No. So it has to be very clear that a clear succession has to be there. And this is for all financial goals. You may be creating a long-term children's plan, education plan. There also, we are creating children's education assets. Maybe assume, for the sake of simplicity, investing, say, 15,000 rupees in a equity mutual fund. What if you pass away? Who gets that equity mutual fund? The nominees? Who are the nominees? Sometimes before marriage, you put the nominees as parents. Okay. And people don't update it. Basic things, right? And apart from that, what overrides nominees and all these things is a very well drafted succession plan. And when you do the succession planning, the nominees, everything will automatically be told to you that you have to update. Because each asset that you own will have to be written somewhere and then mention that who gets what asset. So when you look at goal planning, retirement planning, everything. So it's very, I would say it's very, it appears very simple, but the execution is not so.
So good that you talk about succession plan. अभी YouTube में एक वीडियो वायरल हो रहा था, अभी 5-6 दिन पहले की बात है. उत्तर प्रदेश में एक बैंक मैनेजर पास्ट अवे ड्यू टू कार्डियक अरेस्ट एंड ही वाज 38 year old. मतलब आई एम अज्यूमिंग दैट being a 30-year-old, you would have parents who is getting old or who is already old and need attention. You have a family, might be small kids. So these can be situations, and this is not very abnormal. मतलब ये is a part of life कि होगा, कब होगा, कैसे होगा, हमको नहीं पता. So how should I be prepared for all this?
Yeah, you touched upon a very, very sensitive topic which nobody wants to hear, but mid 30s is the worst time to actually die or pass away. You know, very rightly said. You will have dependent parents. You will have a very young family. The worst time. एक तो emotional drain is there, and the financial drain is also much more. Right?
And people there to take advantage of.
People are there to take advantage. That let's understand. I mean, you know, the vultures will be ashamed of themselves if they come to know that what human beings do. Okay? So let's face this. And hence, you should be very clear that if you are the earning member, or the key earning member, or one of the earning members of the family, you have to be well protected. Succession planning, especially in this case, again, I would have assumed that an individual would have done some health checkups. I think, like financial health checkups, first do your body health checkup. You know, health and wealth both just are. It just is so rhyming.
Go hand in hand.
Go hand in hand. Health and wealth. Okay, they go hand in hand. So first, get your insurance. Health, basic things. Health insurance. So if you figure out in your health, and again, health insurance, you should go to a very reputed diagnostic or a clinic wherein there are doctors who can evaluate the reports. See, these days if you give blood, you know, they can pour it in a machine and some reports come out. Okay? Sometimes those reports may not be also very accurate. So go to a reputed place. And when I say reputed place, I'm not talking about a very expensive place. A reputed place. Okay? Sometimes expensive places may not be also very, or may not work out. So get your health checkup done. Evaluate your term insurance. Always evaluate your term insurance. That's the cheapest and one of the most effective way to ensure that something happens to you, the financial burden on your family is taken care of. The emotional loss can never ever be compromised, can be ever compensated by a financial product. But the financial loss should not be there. Okay? Very important. And therefore, always revise your term insurance, and you have time probably till mid-30s to take newer term insurance policies. But as you grow older, the term insurance becomes more expensive, and the risk of getting a rejection from the term insurance also increases. We are all Indians. Some Bharatiya hai, we give the vote. What happens in India is, our food, wherever you are in India, is not the most, best food. Right?
Hygienic.
No, we are hygienic, but then we consume a lot of mithai, and especially go to Odia. How would a Rasgulla, how would a jalebi, bhai, to na khai. You are bound to get diabetes, you are bound to get all sort of diseases by the age of 35. And with the current workload pressure, that is going to even become a norm. But for a life insurance company, if you go over there saying that I have BP, I have this and that, thank you very much, sir. We are not going to cover you because you are going to die pretty soon.
Yeah.
Right? So you have time until the mid 30s to buy term insurance. By 40s, very difficult. So if you are listening over here, again, for 40s also there are solutions, but I don't want to complicate this topic over here. But health and life. Health insurance and term insurance. When I say life insurance, only pure term insurance. No money back, nothing at all. You want to make money, there are other assets, there are other financial instruments to do so.
So we spoke about retirement plan, how I should do a retirement plan. And we spoke about succession plan. हमने touch upon किया कि what is a succession plan, why it is important. How should I do a succession plan?
You are the expert, so you are the expert. I mean, I would say, first of all, the succession plan should start with everybody talking to each other. That is the first thing.
Open communication.
Open communication. If you are having some sort of a barrier in communication, that's where you hire us so that we talk. You're not selling anything, saying that, okay, this and all, but the communication channels have to be open.
Okay.
And sometimes it requires a neutral person to explain certain things. My mother-in-law invests in some random products when she doesn't believe in what I say. That's because that's the problem. I give advice to everybody in India. But when it comes to my own family, maybe they may have some, it's not that they don't believe in me, right? It's like, okay, can I take a neutral person's approach? Right? So there are certain discussions that will happen only if you are neutral. There are people who take disadvantages of it. We can have a different conversation on that. But the communication channel should be open. everybody should talk, and it should be very clear that there is no ill intention of doing a succession plan. Then again, there is one more thing I want to tell in India, and I want to stress on that, that generally in India, brothers and sisters may not have a problem. They will have an understanding. They will have an understanding. It changes जब शादी हो जाता है. This is, I'm not blaming somebody over here. जब शादी हो जाता है, there is like, अच्छा, why did this person get this? Why did you not get this? Right? Why did you not get this is an instigation. So all the Hindi dramas that you see, serial drama that you see over there, actually stem from this, right? That somebody outside coming in, sometimes there is again no ill intention on that part also, but it's human nature. Right? You may think it should be divided by 3. Maybe it would have been thought differently by the individual who has the asset. Right? So equal distribution is a very simple way of distributing. There could be other things that might drive factors. Right? Like, especially you cannot always equally say that this property is yours. Somebody will say this property today in market is 55 lakhs, you have given me only your PPF account which is 45 lakhs. So then you cannot do a future calculation value saying that this will become 75, that will become 80 and all that. Right? But essentially what I am saying is that the discussion should happen before you get into complications. Let the discussion happen, you see the reaction, then you decide and explain things in a very professional manner. That's where a professional is also required. It is not something to separate you from this, or I'm not being paid extra, or he has not paid me extra to say that you don't take the property or not. So it has to be very simple, open discussion. And one thing is very, very clear. Once an individual passes away, there will be no open discussion. It's going to become just like a fight.
True, very true. I mean, what I've seen, and it's actually a little funny, मुझे जितने लोगों ने बोला है कि इन इंडिया देने वाला सक्सेशन प्लान नहीं करता, लेने वाला करता है.
लेने वाले भी सक्सेशन प्लान नहीं करता है, वो
मतलब किसी और का सक्सेशन प्लान वो करते हैं, है ना.
वो बोलते हैं कि मुझे ये चाहिए, otherwise I put a court case.
Correct.
And then you get into the court.
Correct. And there is a disadvantage of not having a will, because in India there is two act that is prevalent. One is Indian Succession Act, जो आप अगर will बनाओगे you will get covered under Indian Succession Act. अगर आप नहीं करते you will be covered under personal laws, Hindu Succession Act, हिंदू के लिए अगर आप नहीं करते. और अगर आप will नहीं करते तो this will the responsibility of dividing the property will be in the hand of people, मतलब in the hand of family members, or with the influence of relative, friends who call them well wisher. अगर आप कोर्ट पे जाओगे आपको पता नहीं कि वो कब आपके फैमिली को वापस मिलेगा. Once this in dispute, it might take 30 years. By that time you will be old, which that means you have an asset, but you're not able to enjoy the benefit of it.
That's right. And well-wishers in family only come when there is an issue in the family and with no intention of creating anything positive. Let's also understand this. Right?
True.
So, again, not a biased thing, but it typically happens. Again, even the well-wisher may also have the best of the positive intent. But a lack of understanding of the laws, the regulation, and sometimes a lack of understanding of what an asset means, like property, money, bank, investments, all these assets are very different. And they have to be thought in multiple ways, like what will happen to the land, right? Why should somebody take the land? Or why should somebody take the house? Why should somebody take the financial? So land may be a liquid asset. There might be someone who may require the liquidity factor immediately. Right? So for them, maybe a financial asset which is very liquid makes sense. There might be someone who is not interested in getting anything, but the property there, I will also pass it to my children. So yes, the well-wishers also come with their own experiences and their own biases. So they kind of impose their idea, and this often happens in financial planning. My friend did this thing, so therefore I will do it.
Yeah. They don't understand it. It depends on it.
It depends on the family. It depends on the situation, and And in today, let's understand that we are not in a world where jobs are secure, jobs are guaranteed. Life का guarantee नहीं है तो job का क्या guarantee?